What's up, everybody? Old Guy 379 coming at you here after a bit of a hiatus from making videos. I'm spending a lot of time with my family, so kind of took that time to regroup and recoup. Things may look a little different to you. My truck's in the shop. All this emissions garbage. Cummins has a problem that they know all about with injectors and overfueling and causing problems. And yeah, so my truck's actually in the shop, going to get new injectors, new DPFs, and I guess whatever else. It's all under warranty, which I guess is a good thing. But yeah, so now here I am in a rental truck, trying to look cool. I guess the only saving grace is when I worked for these guys, I actually ordered this truck that I'm in. We ordered, I think, 6 of them, if I remember right. So I get to drive one of them that I actually put a little time into. Never expecting I would end up in one. So yeah, it's kind of comical, comes full circle. Sorry for the jiggly camera. This short wheelbase thing running across Wyoming here into Nebraska. It rides good, but it doesn't ride as good as my Kenworth does. And it's Kenworth. It's actually a little T680. It's kind of a mess right now because I threw all my stuff in here and I'm headed for Florida. So hold on here. Trying to get you back in line here. But yeah, that's where we're at. Dealing with emissions issues on these new trucks, constant problems, great for a business operation. So it's a little bit of a complaint, actually, to Cummins, just directed directly at you, Cummins. You know you have an issue. And granted, you're taking care of the problem. I'll give you that. You're not denying the claims on them, and that's a good thing. But why do we have to wait 4 days for you to pull the injectors out of our trucks, send them in, rebuild them, send them back, test them in the truck, and then if they don't work, then you're going to pull those injectors out and send another new set to put in the truck? I understand your thinking on it is, well, if we could just rebuild yours, it's cheaper for us. We know what the issue is. But from everybody I've talked to, the majority of the time, you're sending a second set of injectors anyway. So why not just order new injectors, send them straight out, rebuild the old ones that are in those trucks, test them at your facility, and sell them as a reman injector. You'd be money ahead, and we'd be time ahead. I'm sitting on a load of ice cream. If I had to sit and wait, couldn't get a rental truck, I'd be sitting on a load of ice cream for 4, 5, 6, 7 days under a load because of your warranty campaign. I don't see how you guys can justify holding a truck hostage like that with a load on it. What do you do with a livestock truck? If you got a livestock truck, a load of cows on sitting out there to eat, or worse yet, a load of hogs, then what? You gonna hurry up and get the truck fixed? Probably not. You don't care. Find another truck to get underneath it or unload them somewhere, right? That's how corporate world works, right? But it makes no financial sense for anybody involved to do it the way you're doing it. And it really puts a bad taste in the mouth of everybody that has a red engine under the hood of their truck. I'm definitely not going to would never get a PACCAR. I know some guys that run them. Some of those guys have had really good luck, but they're in the minority. So, Cummins, you need to step it up a little bit. If you know you have an issue, address it and fix the equipment right away. Stop playing games like that. That's just, this is my little complaint session here. And if any of you guys out there that are watching me have had this same issue, man, I'd like to know in the comments. And how long it took for you to get your truck fixed, up and rolling, if there were any issues getting the warranty claim verified and approved on mine. Thank God it started having issues Saturday night, and then, all day Saturday, really. Started just right out of the blue in Wyoming over between Rawlins and Rock Springs. Actually, between Rock Springs and Evanston. And I ended up having to stop and regen, and then it made it up over the hill to Rawlins, or not quite to Rawlins. Had to regen it again, and then between Rawlins and Laramie, it threw a stop engine immediately light, and what am I going to do? I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I just kept on going. Finally, that light went out, brought up a regen needed. So I got parked, did a regen. Took like an hour and 45 minutes for the regen to go through. Check engine light stayed on though. The wrench and everything went away, and the regen required light went away, but the check engine light stayed on. So I got into Cheyenne, and early Sunday morning, went ahead and fueled everything up, got breakfast, called over to Peterbilt there in Cheyenne. They got me in right away. Those guys, they're awesome. I've got nothing bad to say about them. Peterbilt of Wyoming or in Cheyenne, you guys rock. Ran all the diag on it, and fortunately, there was a list of codes about as long as my truck, and which is a good thing, because we had an issue with the twin to that truck where we had the same thing, and not really thinking about it, we took it into a shop, got the regen run, cleared the codes, and they came right back. And the warranty guys at Cummins said, if those codes are over 24 hours old or inactive, or you've cleared them out, then we can't warranty it based on what you got. Those codes have to be active or inactive at least within the last 24 hours. So fortunately, I was able to get all that. That was a big help. And it sounds like, there's a fix, obviously, and it'll be done, and it'll be done right. But, yeah, lots of fun. So here we are, going down the road in a rental truck from the company that I used to manage, which is awesome. I mean, I'm glad that I can work with them still and have a good relationship with them. And I get to actually drive one of the trucks that I spec'd out for rentals. And it's plain, it's a rental truck. We did not spec these to be real fancy. The majority of the rental customers we had there in Billings would literally leave Billings, go to Seattle, turn around, come back, turn the truck back in. So, this small sleeper, more than sufficient. Typically, a guy's not in a truck more than a day, maybe a week at the most. I don't need all the comforts of home. So for me, I got a bed, I got a place to put my clothes, and I can run down the road and turn some revenue. So that I'm good with. I know there's a lot of guys out there would just absolutely hate this truck because of the tiny sleeper, but we're shifting gears a little bit here. From a business perspective, from a company perspective, running a fleet of rental trucks, this just makes sense. It's lightweight. It's easy to get in and around places. It does have the auto shift transmission. This one has the I think it's a 505 horse Cummins. I know it's over 500. We didn't get the 565s, but it is the higher displacement Cummins X15. That was one thing when we ordered them. I made sure that we got these with the bigger displacement, higher horsepower, because with the new EPA rules, if you order, say, the same displacement but a 400 horse engine, you can't upgrade it. But if you buy a 500 horse or 565, you can downgrade it to wherever you want and then turn it back up to that original horsepower when you go to sell it. So that's why we did what we did with this. And I think these are set at 505 or 515, if I remember right. It's been a while, man. It was like February or March of 23 when we ordered these. And they didn't start trickling into Billings there until January, if I remember right. I saw them dealership. I was getting I don't remember what I was getting something for my truck at Motor Power there in Billings. And so shout out to them. Those guys are good too. If you guys are ever in the area there, need a Kenworth dealer, Motor Power, they're good people. But yeah, one of the salesmen, he said, "Hey, your trucks are here." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" So it's kind of cool to go see them. But now, like I said, now I'm driving one. So got the rental truck blues. I don't know how many you guys have ever done that. I have never, in the whole time I've been driving, 33 years, I've never been on a hook, and I've never needed to rent a truck to get my loads completed. So, as nice as these new trucks are, if they could figure out a way around all the emissions garbage or a way to make that stuff work reliably without issues at all. And I know that's impossible. It's mechanical. It's a piece of machinery. It's going to break down. I get that. So you leave that out of the comments, guys. I understand that. But if they were more reliable, I wouldn't have an issue with it. I'm all about clean air and clean water and, taking care of the environment and everything. But I'm also about productivity. And I lost 2 days of running, 2.5 days of running because of this. So that's not productive, and that's not helping my bottom line as a businessman at the end of the year, sitting around waiting for Cummins or whoever to decide what they're going to do on their warranty for whatever reason. So anyway, guys, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for continuing to watch. I'm so grateful for it. Check out my other channel over at Hammer Down Ministries. I'm getting some videos put together for over there. I had a whole bunch of content on Facebook, but I have absolutely no idea how to recover those videos back into my computer or on my phone because I delete it. Every time I do a video, once it uploads, I delete it so it doesn't take up space on my phone. And I don't know where those videos all went. So I'm out that much. I mean, probably good couple 3 weeks worth of content there, but getting some stuff put together there for that too. So again, thank you so much, everybody. Be safe out there, and seriously, be safe, really. And let me know down in the comments. Your either your rental truck victories or your rental truck nightmares and breakdown nightmares. That's kind of, maybe we'll talk about that in the next video series. So. Anyway, take care, guys. Keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and we'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.